Jimmy Johnson has one word for it. Wow. Mike Fisher reporting on your Dallas Cowboys. And yes, today, Friday, is the 32nd anniversary of the drafting of Emmitt Smith. And obviously, history, especially revisionist history, makes the Cowboys look like geniuses, when in fact it was a stroke of really good fortune and hard work and talent that brought Emmitt Smith to Dallas and then eventually made him the NFL's all-time leading rusher. Jimmy Johnson reacting on Twitter to a fan that pointing out that it was 32 years to the day that the Cowboys drafted Emmitt Smith in the first round. If you are a longtime Cowboy fan, you recognize that it wasn't just Jimmy or Jerry's recognition of the brilliance of Emmitt that made him that first-round pick. In fact, the original plan was to draft the Baylor linebacker James Francis. That's who Jimmy really liked. Part of that, by the way, is the result of Jimmy early in his NFL career not believing his own eyes when it came to players from Florida. He had known all these kids, recruited all these guys, and got to the NFL and simply couldn't believe how is it possible that all my Hurricanes, not to mention other guys from the state and the area that I recruited, how is it possible that they're all the best players in this draft? I better not take them all. That was certainly the case in 1989, and then a little bit less so in 1990 when Jimmy bowed to the realities and to his own genius in recognizing talent. Yeah, James Francis, okay, fine. They almost blew it there. He ended up, I think, in Cincinnati. But then they got lucky and really good on Emmitt Smith. 32 years later, of course, the Cowboys are involved in a drought in terms of Super Bowls. But it's worth noting that before Jimmy, Jerry, Emmitt, Troy, that gang all got there, it had been 21 years since a Super Bowl had been accomplished in Dallas before that era. So rather than look at this as like, oh, those were the days and these days suck, maybe Cowboy fans can choose to recognize that Emmitt Smith and his history, Jimmy Johnson and his history, part of a proud legacy here. Not just something to boo-hoo over because it doesn't exist today, maybe something to not only celebrate as an anniversary, but also acknowledge as a foundation for what can be done. Fish out.